So the first thing we're going to do is open our data set. Then we need to get the data analysis tool. So if you have a Mac, you're going to come to data, then you're going to select analysis tools, and then select this analysis tool pack and hit OK. If you have a PC, you're going to go to your file, and then you're going to go to options. Then you're going to select add-ins. After add-ins, you're going to click go, and then you're going to select this analysis tool pack and then hit OK to enable it. So that's what we're going to do first, and then it should appear in our Excel. So in data, it should appear somewhere over there. Next, we're going to get an output for our descriptive statistics. So we're going to come and select our data analysis. We're going to find descriptive statistics. It's alphabetical. Select on it. We're going to click on OK. So we want to know our descriptive statistics for age. So I'm going to select this input range box, and then I'm going to highlight our entire data set for age. We want to make sure this box that says labels in first row is checked. We want to make sure this box that says summary statistics is checked, and then our output range. So our output range is just where we're going to paste the data table. So I'm going to click on the box first, and then select a cell, and then select OK. So that's going to give us our summary statistics. So if you look here, it gives us our mean, our standard error, our median, our mode, our standard deviation, our skewness, our range for our age. Next, we're going to calculate some percentiles. So let's say we wanted to know the 25th percentile, the 50th percentile, and the 75th percentile for this data. So I'm going to type those in. I'm going to select this box here. I'm going to hit equals or go to our function button. Start typing in the word percentile. It's going to come up. I'm going to select the top one. And then I need to include all of the data that we want to know the percentile of. So again, I'm going to highlight our age numbers. Then I'm going to do, if you have a PC, array might have come up, and you're going to select that box and then select that range. Then you want to comma, and then K, we're going to select our 25th percentile. And we're going to hit enter. And then if we come down here to this little plus in the corner, the black one, if we double click, it'll carry that equation all the way down. So now we know our values for our percentiles, which our 50th percentile is 13, which is the same as our median, which makes sense. So maybe we just want to calculate the mean, median, and mode. Maybe we don't want all the descriptive statistics. So what we're going to do for that, we're going to use our years of experience. So I'm going to click in the cell. I'm going to hit the equals button. And then for mean, I'm going to start writing the word average. I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to select the whole data set. And then I'm going to hit enter. That's going to give us our mean for this, for our years of experience. Now let's say I want to do the median. I'm again going to hit the equal sign, start typing in the word median, click on it, select the data set, hit enter. And then if I want to hit mode, same thing, equals mode. Now it gives us two options, multiple and single. So we're going to select multiple because we're going to be okay if there's multiple modes. I'm going to click on it and then select the data set, hit enter. So we have two different modes. We have a mode of 6 and a mode of 1. Now, if I just wanted a single, I could delete that, equals mode, select mode single, and then select the data set, and it's going to give us the mode of 6. So let's say for this data here, I want to make a bar graph. So I'm going to highlight our labels and our numbers. I'm going to go to Insert, Bar Graph, 2-column bar graph, and then we get this graph here. I'm going to just make it a little bigger so we can see. Now every graph should have a label, so we want to first have our chart title. Click on it and we can edit the box, and we're going to call this years of experience. Okay. Then we can also add labels on our two accesses if needed. Because these are all labeled, we don't really need to. But if we needed to in the future, we could double click on the chart. We can go over to Format. Sorry. Oop. Go back to Chart Design. Add chart element, and we can insert an axis title. So a primary horizontal or a vertical. So if I wanted to do a horizontal, I could call this central tendency. Make sure you delete your the label. And we could do that there. Okay. We can also add our axis title on the vertical axis, or we could add in grid lines. So those are already defaulted there. We could add legends, which we don't really need to, but for this specific graph, but sometimes we might. So this, if we had multiple data points, we might want a legend. Okay. I deleted the bar graph so we have more space on our screen. We're also going to do a line graph for our years of experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the data set with the title. I'm going to go to Insert. We're going to go to the line graph, click on this first one. And as you can see here, we've got our title, years of certified experience to the closest year. And then these are our participants, and these are their years of experience. So if we wanted to put axis titles on these, I would say axis titles for our horizontal is going to be participant. And then our other axis title is going to be years. We should always have a title on our graph, and usually access titles as well. If we need to paste this into another document, we can just select it and then copy and paste into a Word document or something else. Okay, I'm also going to show you how to make a scatter plot. So for our scatter plot, we're going to compare age to years of experience. So another way we can do it is if we click on the insert, we can select our graph first. So I'm going to select this one as our scatter plot. We're going to just pick the first one. And then we're going to go here to select data. And for our chart range, we're going to select all of our data points in those two columns. And then as we can see here, our X values are going to be in the B column, which is our age. And our Y values are going to be in our C column, which is our years of experience. If we wanted it the opposite, we could switch it. We also could add labels here. So we're going to hit OK. We want to add a chart title. So this is going to be age versus years of experience. We're going to also add our axis labels, so add chart element, axis titles. As you remember, our horizontal was going to be our age, so we want to make sure to denote that here. And then our vertical is going to be our years of experience, So I'm just going to write years. And then for this, we also want to do what's called a trend line or a best fit line. So I'm going to select that graph again. I'm going to go to add chart element, and I'm going to pick a trend line, and we want a linear trend line. The closer the data points are to this trend line, the more consistent they are. We can see we've got a nice outlier here, and then one here and one here. These are the main things that you're going to need to know how to do in Excel for this class. If there is anything in the future, we will review that. You do have an assignment that does require some of these things due next week. This data set is also uploaded for you to practice along with this video.